Yo, what is going on, people in there? I'm back, and it's been a long time for me to make since I made my last video on YouTube, and that's just because, as I already said in that last video, that I don't enjoy playing video games anymore, or well, at least as much as I used to, just because I've played through most of the games I have, and when I do play games, I mainly just play them for an hour, half an hour, and then go on YouTube, Twitch, or watch anime. And that's really just sad for me, honestly, because I grew up with games and I'm still young. I'm only 16 years old, and um, having this feeling of not enjoying games just sucks because that's all I do in my free time, really. And although people may now classify me. I'm sorry, I can't speak English right now. Classify me as a typical nerd that just sits home all day, plays video games all day, and has no life, no friends, no contact to the outside world or real life. And that's not really true. I go to school. I hang out with my friends whenever they have time, when I have time, and I do a lot of things outside. I am relatively athletic. I'm not saying I'm Usain Bolt or something like that, some super athlete or something. But yeah. Now anyway, back to what I was saying about me not enjoying games that much anymore is it's sad for me because I love games. I enjoy playing video games. They are a great way to just sit through time, just sit there and waste time. And this feeling I finally got back with this game. This game, by the way, is called Nioh. It's really, really fun. Like, I cannot stress it enough. It's a game that just gives me the feeling that I first had when I played my first Dark Souls games. That being Dark Souls 1, since I couldn't play Demon Souls since it was a PS3 exclusive and I was on Xbox at that time. And Neo sadly is a PS4 exclusive, which means that people on Xbox and PC will not be able to enjoy this game as I can, which sucks. Yes, really I really feel for the people that can't play this game and want to play it. But anyway, this game gives me that feeling that I had when I played Dark Souls 1, like I said. And that feeling being the um, the suffering, if you want to call it that, on struggling to through an area or killing a boss for hours on hours, and then that relief and the satisfaction you get once you actually clear that area or kill that certain boss is just immense. It's such a great feeling of accomplishment, and that feeling is really you can't describe it. It's something that speaks for itself. Sorry, when you actually experience it, that's when you first get to know that feeling. And um, where was I? My bad. I don't have a script or anything for this. I do this off heart. I do this as I'm going along. And yeah, this feeling is just it's great. It gives you that um how am I going to describe it? That momentum to just keep going, and that's the addicting factor of games like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and Nioh for me. And although I say this game gives me the feeling like a Dark Souls game, um, For those who have played Dark Souls games, do not compare this game to Dark Souls. Although it's said to be similar, and they do have a lot of comparisons, um, not comparisons, similarities. It's a game that speaks for itself. It's like its own game. And the combat is just so different from any Souls game. It doesn't have the atmosphere of a Souls game, like the dark atmosphere, the sorry, the creepy atmosphere of Bloodborne, for example. And this game takes place in Japan, as you can probably tell by the katanas, the samurai armor. This game takes place in Japan in the 16th century, if I'm correct. And it also has a lot of real facts, like people that actually lived in Japanese history. Um, they are included in this game, which is something for me that I just feel like, wow, they actually thought about how they're going to do this, and they thought about, um, the history, looked into it, and everything. And that's something for me that's like, wow, these developers, they actually cared for this game. And that already is something that makes me just want to say, okay, why not give it a try? The developers actually seem to care about the game. And although this game doesn't have um, a real multiplayer or like a PvP experience, of course you have your summoning in Dark Souls, where you join another player's world to help them through an area. You have something similar to that. Oh, it's basically the exact same, actually. Just a little more limited. And it is, I don't know, it feels weird in this game, honestly. It feels like it's not really, it should be there. But that's just my opinion on it. I never liked going through games like Dark Souls, Bloodborne in co-op mode anyway. For me, they were games that I could play solo and um, just make me want to throw my controller at the wall because I'm getting wrecked by this one boss all the time. And yeah, although it has that feature where you can co-op through an area, it doesn't have a player versus player activity, which for me sucks. I enjoyed PvP in the Dark Souls games, and it was something that kept the game alive for me. In this game, though, you do have something called the Revenants, and it's basically when you die, you leave your guardian spirit, which, if you can look at the top left, it's the circle thing that's like blinking, or yeah, that's highlighted. That's your guardian spirit, and if you die, that will be put on the ground, and you'll. It's similar to how the soul system, the soul stain, I think is what they called, worked in Dark Souls. Um, how you can then retrieve your lost souls if you died. You can, in this game, retrieve your lost Amrita, which is the soul system, which is the one of the currencies for leveling up in this game. You can retrieve those, and if you die and are connected to PlayStation Network, um, in another player's world, there'll be this red I don't know what pile it is. It's a pile with a sword stuck in it, and you can summon that player. For example, I would die. Another player would then summon an AI version of my character into his world, and this is a really cool feature. I really do love this feature. And it's basically if you successfully kill that so-called revenant or the AI player, you'll then have a chance to retrieve the items that AI player would have used. For example, if I had a sword and I don't know, it's a rare sword, and I would die. The person in another world would then be able to summon me or summon my AI version as a revenant, and if he killed me, he had a chance to obtain that sword from me or from my AI. And it's something that's a really cool feature because it's great for getting gear at higher levels again when you can't use the soul matching system, which is something that I'd like to go over another video. And yeah, this feature, the Revenant feature, is something that's interesting, really cool, and always fun to do. Now, back to the game. Well, I guess we really didn't uh, leave the game at all since it's a feature in the game. But I'm honestly, I want to try YouTube again with this game. This game is so much fun. I enjoy playing it a lot. And I would really love to make tips and trick videos, maybe flawless kills on bosses, which is, by the way, what I'm trying to do in this video at the moment. And yeah, I mean, it took me a while since I was getting distracted by a friend who was talking with me in the party. That's why that's why you don't hear any game sound, sadly, since I have to take that off, because we were talking in the background and it would basically just sound weird if you have me talking over the video as a commentary and then have me talking in the party while the video is going on and another friend talking. So you'd hear me twice and another person. And that would just be weird and you wouldn't know uh, what I'm talking about at the moment. So yeah, I think this is a try where I actually kill this boss. He's called Onryoki, and I think this is a try where I kill him flawlessly, so I take no damage. I do not count hits that I block, of course, because I do not take damage from blocking. And yeah, this was a kill without my Guardian Spirit, so I do not get the bonuses of the Spirit, nor can I use my Spirit Weapon, which is like a super ability or an ultimate ability that you can use once you've gained enough Amrita. And that's really all I wanted to talk about. It's just that I may want to start YouTube again because of this game, and that I'd be more than happy to do it if people are interested. Maybe I can make a name for myself. I mean, probably not, because honestly, who the fuck wants to watch me? I'm an idiot. But apparently that's how you grow on the internet. No offense. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to go over in this video, and I hope all of you have a great week, or a great start into the next week. And I'll let the video continue, and I'll see you guys in the next one.